Yes, Don't Flop Podcast, episode 13. I'm back in the hot seat. Make some noise! Yes, good gas for me. Yes, everyone clapping for me. That's what I like to see. I'm back. Jem's MIA today, so I'll hop back in. No further ado, let's get into episode 13. You will have, most of you out there, if you haven't seen it, you need to search up and watch it. The guy on my left, his Don't Flop debut versus Dialect is on the channel. Make us noise. You got black tea? Make them some noise. Yeah. Make some noise. You got black tea. Make them some noise. Making noise. That's what I was going to say. The freshie in me came like, make them some noise. Reverse is like, can we laugh at that or not? I don't know. Anyway, we're here. Hey, we're here.
It's good.
We're here, man.
It's great to be here, and I watched the show, so I'm actually really.
The show. I love that someone calls it the show. The show. I watched the show. We were chatting for a while about you coming on the channel, and then you made it on. Yeah. I mean, like people were saying on the day, like top tier tryout, basically. I think that's what you said. Like you debuted, the first guy to debut versus a massive name. So yeah, what did it feel like, bro?
I think the top tier tryout thing is like a perfect example where it is. But like top tier tryout for me, and like in what like this will be like.
Humble brag over it. Yeah, top tier tryout.
No, not even that. But like, just kind of like if we was to go 3 rounds, it was kind of just like. That was kind of like a, you know.
What was a top tier chart, man?
It definitely.
No, I'm not even chatting shit. It was
crazy. It was crazy. Like, obviously, I know dialect. Like, so the name instantly was just like, you know what I mean. But I think writing for him was kind of more so about just showing what I can do, because the guy hasn't been about since like the past 5 years. Yeah. You know what I mean? Is it 5 years?
Something like that.
Yeah.
So you would have watched Dialect before, right?
Yeah.
So it must be one of the first battles, right, where you're like, I'm battling somebody that I've been doing, that's done it, and I like this guy. Yeah. Like, I like his style. I respect him. That kind of shit. Yeah. No, because up until then you've probably been battling people that kind of on your cover, but you're just wanting to kill them off. To get to where you are, right?
Yeah. That was one of those. It was one of those ones where I'm chatting to people about battle rap, and they're like, I used to watch Don't Flop, Dialect, I'm like, I battled him, They're like, what? Yeah. Like, that's where it's kind of, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, when I talk about it now, it's like...
There's a certain era, dialects from that era that all old fans recognize. When they name Luna first, and then from that, they always go on to like, and when you say, what's your other favorites? They always go, I used to love Villain, I used to love Dialect, always say those names. Double L, that's funny actually, you get Double L a lot, So yeah, what did it feel like trying out against someone that you said you're actually a fan of? I mean, it wasn't even really a trial. Let's say it was just like your first battle.
Yeah, it was my first battle on Don't Flop, and my first battle against like I wouldn't say first because obviously I battled Villain, but like it was one of those ones where it was kind of like it felt like it was, the energy was different. So meeting him was already kind of just like do you know what I mean? Like, and
it's the first time you've met him.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh wait, no, I did meet him.
I remember standing outside. I think it was match day 2.
Yeah. That's where I met him. But we didn't have a conversation.
We were talking outside, and you went up to him and said, "Hi, Black Tea, I'm dying." So I know that you've been a fan of me.
It's making me noise.
That's the clip. We can just end this segment there. That's it. Like, there's not really too much you can say.
1000% that, but I almost forgot.
Hi, Black Tea, I'm Dialect.
I was wondering
if you remembered that. That would have been perfect, right?
No.
Do you know one thing I want to ask? Is he the first person that's not from London that you battled?
Oh shit.
Nah, I battled Jester. He's from Ireland.
Jester's from everywhere. If you watch his battles, I mean, I don't know where he's from.
He's.
Why was that different? Because obviously a lot of the time when you first start battling, you end up having to battle people from your city because it's the easiest to organize, isn't it?
But that's why I went into research for this to see what going against somebody that isn't from London is like. So I felt to myself, cool, I have to talk about Leeds. Do you know what I mean? Talk about
you can't say it without being like Leeds.
That's muscle memory.
That went off, bro.
Like, that's why I was just like, I'm just gonna do this funny impression of his accent.
For me, that was the best part of your writing. For me, that was the best part of your writing, in my opinion. Yeah, it was crazy, so creative. The went into the scheme of he won a competition for who's got the
strongest accent.
Hosted by
Mel B.
Already, it's like, for me, like, that's so creative because you've gone off into a world that doesn't exist. Right? I love when I watch battlers do that.
I agree.
That you go off with this concept, which is so ridiculous, but it's so creative. And for me, that was one of the standout parts of the battle. And for me, that made me, when I see you doing things like that, it's like, yo, where is the ceiling for this kid?
If we're going straight into favorite bars, my favorite is just the one that I can't stop quoting is the Me Too one. The old don't flop. I'm getting my sucked, but old don't flop. I mean, like, not the bar about the Me Too movement, like, the Me Too bar. That bar. Honestly, I would genuinely put that up there as one of the funniest bars I've heard on Don't Flop. Because I didn't even know how you're going to come. Like, I watched a bit of you and Villain when I was making the trailer. You went ham on him. Like, that was dope. I really enjoyed that. Obviously, I've seen little clips of yours, but to be honest with me, I've said this on the podcast before, when I bring people into Don't Flop, I actually don't watch that much of their stuff. I only want to watch little dribs and drabs. And I see, you know what I mean? We were chatting last year, and it's like, I've seen a couple clips of yours, and I was like, he's good. That's enough for me. I don't need to watch 30 minutes of it. So when we're talking about, like, what we're always saying about out of London, he's this, he's that, all these things, I really didn't know what you were going to say. So when you started the battle on such a joke, like, it's almost like it couldn't be any more of a joke if it's jokes versus bars. You know what I mean? But bro, that's the definition of a crowd winner.
You know what it is, It's just a bit of self-awareness. I'm battling dialect. Do you know what I mean? You know how much people are going to see this.
Everybody's saying you're the newcomer, so why not talk about the fact you're new to Don't Flop? Like,
exactly. Like, it was just like, battling dialect, the views, getting shorties off it, you know what I mean? Like, it was just the whole, just, I knew what I was there for. I knew what I know what my position was.
Well, even just going off that, your opening first 4 bars embodies that, where you're, hi, mister.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that. That's actually how you started.
And for me, that perfectly just shows, if you deep it, that, okay, you're young in this game. You only just come into this game, and you even say, so you already paint that picture. It's my first time here, first time seeing her, and then also you go off and say, I wasn't involved in the beef. It's none of my business. But I got 5 minutes and time's ticking. And for me, it's just perfect, straight into the point, and you've painted the picture perfectly. So it's
because. You played off it when you went, you played off the time someone's gone, like what he did against Craft D, when he was like, you're to blame. It's like, that's probably been done like 3-4 times in Don't Flop battles, someone's gone at me. So obviously I could see by the smile on your face, you weren't. I was thinking, hold on, what? Do I owe this guy? Do I owe him a hoodie or something?
Nice to meet you, sir.
So when you said it, there was a tiny part of me was like, do I owe this guy a hoodie from like 2019 or something like that? But then straight away I saw the smile, and like Cool said, you kind of just you knew that you're a new name and you've been on other leagues. People might want to see you adjust the fact you've been on other leagues. But you 100. Just, like he said, just quickly said, got 5 minutes.
It's because we could, there's just hella that, there's just.
So you pick up on social media, exactly.
Yeah, like hella, but it's just like, fam, like, I know everybody see me on Prem, you know what I mean? Everybody see me on NLC and everybody see me on Trent. I've been basically almost all the leagues in the UK. You know what I mean? But it's just like, fam, like, we're just battlers trying to do a thing at the end of the day. This is what I feel. So we want to be able to battle everywhere. We all watch Don't Flop. What makes you like, who's not going to want to battle on Don't Flop? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, ties and cool, like, whatever. But like, do you know what I mean? Like, this about business.
People say it all the time in person. All battlers say to me in person, they're like, bro, it doesn't matter about where views are now, where anything is now. They'll always like, they want to tick Don't Flop off. Do you know what I'm
exactly.
Like, A Ward even tweeted, he's been on, you know what I mean, not a URL, but everything apart from URL really. And A Ward even tweeted about a year ago. He was like, I've got to get a battle on.
You have to.
Because he was like, I just have to because I watched too much of it. So this is what I mean when I see opportunities being taken away from certain UK battlers. I'm like, bro, they want to just get ticked. Even if you'd done that one and you hadn't had the most amazing experience. Luckily, you had a great battle and it was sunny. It was like the video was sick or whatever. But let's say you'd have a bad time, you'd still be like, but I needed to do that for my bucket list.
I put
as
the
a
tweet
fan.
up. I put the tweet up. I said, Trenches, NLC, Prem, Art of Rap, and I just had the don't flop one there. It was like, I've been everywhere except here. I've got to, you know what I mean?
So moving on to you, what did you think then about the battle, like quotables and just in general, and about dialect stuff as well?
Yeah,
he's not here unfortunately. I wish you were here, bro. But yeah, what do you think about it?
Yeah, just to touch on like a couple of things we already mentioned. Like I felt that I just really enjoyed your approach to it. Like I say, like I'm far more familiar with, like, I've seen most of your battles, but like you, one rounder on a new league, like I didn't really know what type of material you were going to come with, especially against a returning dialect. And I just felt that everything you brought was super creative, which is what I enjoyed about it. Like you said, that intro, like even like yourself, I'm somebody who's come in new, battled on multiple leagues. Like I've thought about putting a 2-bar or 4-bar and just like, look, this is none of my business. But I've always decided against it.
Maybe every battler's going to do that. We're going to do a tryout and they're all going to start. It's none of my business. They're just all gonna get black tea to pop up. Like Hitman Holler's brother, you just jump in every tryout video now. It's none of his business.
That's fucking I wanted to do that.
20 man in the park going crazy.
For real.
But like, seriously, I'd written something like that before and had it out of a battle, so I found it cool that you just chose to do it, where I'd chosen not to. And then, like you say, like with the impression thing. Just approaching things in an interesting angle. Even the Me Too bar. It's like I think sort of, you know, 8 out of 10 newcomers, if they're coming up against a vet, will be like, so the newcomer's killing the vet. Like, excellent. But it's like, no, just so like, you know what I mean? So that's
a slide thing. You just got out the You got a bare magic sound. That's fire.
It's just that thing of
that's crack.
Trying to bring like material that isn't heard before and not what you expect, creative stuff, and that's why I enjoyed it. Like,
what you did, with the, just like I said, to address it by saying I'm gonna get someone to suck me off.
You know what I mean? Literally, like.
But then even what you were just saying there about when people are like, oh, dialect, oh yeah, I battled him. Like, it's ringing true, you know what I mean?
That's what
I don't know how far those conversations are gone, but certainly the principles there that it's helped you out.
Yeah, no.
I think you said it was his boys that have been like,
why you remembering?
Chat to his boys being like,
why you remembering?
It's true. That's actually true. When you said old don't flop fans, you never said old female don't flop fans. That's a good
I don't know in my head.
I know this is never
I perceived it as women. But then I didn't know what. But then I thought, I don't know what you mean though.
Women.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
I don't know.
So just to put it in the plainest
in the plainest terms, it's time for Hulk's Lion Bristol Bay. I think there couldn't be a better time than to ask the question. But yeah, so obviously, we'll finish with you two. What stuff did you like from Black Tea, and we'll go on to dialect. Anything we haven't talked about already.
I think we covered it all. Have to be real, there was some stumbly bits towards the end where it's a bit stuttery, and it's like, but it was towards the end of the round.
And I messed up a line too.
And just
you meant to say male don't flop fans. We got it though. We all worked out.
Me too, sir.
Black Tea's like, why did I come?
But yeah, I mean, let's not underestimate as well. It was on top of a boat.
It's on a boat.
Which was never meant to be
so hard. People don't realise that it wasn't even meant to be on top of a boat.
It wasn't meant to be on the boat.
That's not how you practice it at all.
Like. No, fam, you know, bro, like it was crazy because there was people talking down here, and I'm such a bad. People will see my battles, maybe I'm giving something, I don't care. But people see my battles, when somebody talks in my round or in somebody, because I'm so honed in. Whenever somebody's like a little, I'm like I always do this thing where it's like,
is that what that is, bro?
Yeah,
I've noticed
literally,
that.
you're a dickhead.
No, but I always notice you do sometimes start a bar, you do a little tut and
start because there's like something there in the crowd where I'm just like, do you know what I mean?
Man.
Because I'm so honed in, but because there was so, you know what I mean, there was a lot of people talking about
need the old back, bro.
Everybody jump now.
Those tantrums used to be the one.
Don't say tantrums. I hate it when people say shit like that. That winds me up so because people say it so calmly. Like, people always say like, "Oh no, we missed them days when you used to have tantrums," and I'm like, "Don't."
I was speaking to Danny Jack about the tryouts the other day.
Oh, that was a tantrum. Danny Jack's tryout day was a tantrum. I'll give him that. But yeah, no, definitely. You two did get unfortunate that like we did a battle event outside and you were the main event and yours is the only battle people were talking through. Like, and for anybody watching who doesn't understand, there's a few comments on the video, they were like, why weren't the crowd shutting the fuck up? That's the problem. It wasn't actually the crowd. It was random people that were there, but they were like silent for the whole day. Through the battles that aren't as important. And then we get to the main event and then everyone suddenly starts getting the beers in or whatever.
But it's all good though.
That was a shame.
Yeah, no, but even still, obviously, like, not taking any way.
I didn't even pick up on it on the watch back or anything.
Bro, like, it's just something in myself, and I just know that there was a line that could have hit harder if I just got that other word out that I didn't get it. But that's just about it. Like, for the most part, I love it. Do you know what I mean?
But I do want to say that also, after having a run of like bad form, I think he did have one of his best performances, and the intro from was 10-10. Dressing, certain hairs. Because you mentioned on the spaces, do you remember my intro? Yeah, but when I came to the battle, right? I didn't realize it was happening so quick, and I got there when you just gone back into normal mode and was presenting the battle. So I didn't see none of that till the battle dropped.
I thought you were playing dumb when you said
no, I hadn't seen it, so I was like, what? I had no idea what you were talking about. That was a legendary intro.
Please, can you bring back here, like, where it pops up with their, like, where they're from or something. Do you know what I mean? I missed that, man, from Grind Time.
I was thinking about that.
Reverse will just come up with a redacted part.
Like the wins and losses and stuff like that.
I was watching some old Grind Time the other day.
Hilarious.
They had height stats on it.
Yeah.
Let's do
why do I care that Real Deal was 6 foot 1?
I care enough to remember it.
You know what I'm joking? But no, I think they should bring that shit back though. It's cool.
But no, it's important. I do think the hosting is important, and I think I've always watched some massive battles, and I look at the hosting and I'm like, man, you're talking about this like it's a tryout, bro. I'm not saying everyone has to be as animated as me or Lushes, but I look at some of the hosting and I'm like, this battle deserves more than that. The one people talk about the most probably is DNA versus Arsenal, where the fireworks went off because no one knew they were gonna go. That was so funny. But I watch it back and I'm like, I don't like how obviously happy I am with it. I wish I'd downplayed it a bit. But obviously I'm like working on a vlog and these indoor fireworks that we paid like a 200 quid for or something, bang, and everyone in the crowd was like, what the f*** is that on? But you see my face and I'm just like but I wish I'd acted like it was normal. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
you know, you're just younger as well. Like, you know,
younger,
you're like, you just doing like hella young shit.
But I just think we're hosting. I just think it's just become so run of the mill. I look at if I watch Black Random Don't Flop battles, I'm like, you're saying the right stuff. You're saying some cool stuff, but you're not enough.
Intro in mind. Your best intro.
That's a good question.
One of my favourite ones is him and Dialect.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because, but see, this is right. Let me break it down. Right. The reason I like it so much is because I didn't go on camera. I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet. I'm just saying genuinely. The reason I like it is because I didn't go on camera saying, Premier. I didn't say none of that. I just said what I said, innit? I just said, and if you get the joke, you get the joke. If you don't get it, you don't get it. That's what I mean. Whereas old me would have had fireworks going off, spelling out. You know what I'm saying?
Now you've got a little while to think of one about photos and that.
Yeah. but exactly, yeah. But no, so that's what apart from that, I don't know, like, I'll tell you another one I love. When I hosted a battle at World Domination and I was like, it's something like UK in the building, crumpets, tea, makes up. Everyone's like, because everyone was like, oh, he said the thing. That was cool. I enjoyed that one. But now your one was my favourite of recent times because it was also, like I said, cut out all the me being a cheeky prick things. Like it was good to just like, it was nice to have like first main event of the year. Yeah. First main event of the year. We got Black Tea. We've been trying to get him in for a minute. Got Dialect. That's my guy, he helped build Don't Flop, Like, it's good to say these things, you know what I'm saying? Man. So let's go, moving on to Dialects. Yeah, starting with you. What did you think about Dialects? You were saying about how he's had performances? I don't remember.
No, I was joking. I was talking about you, wasn't I? So, and you haven't, I'm joking. That Dialect was so good, man. So good.
I'm gonna make black history.
Yeah, my days,
Bro,
man.
this guy, yeah, I'm so like it's
So
just
crazy.
like the way he performed is what you want for someone who's returning, right? Because you don't know what's gonna happen. Came back, hadn't lost a step, might have even got better. Blessed us with his grind flows at the end. But you know what? The flow. My man, just the flow, yeah.
Of his normal non-grime stuff as well.
Bro, just make
Crazy.
anything sound hard, bro. He could have been saying anything. He was saying bars, don't get me wrong. Like, you know, moon buggy and all this. And then that was a setup to the other punch. What was it? I don't even know. Like the over. I don't even know.
Keep going.
Just his flow, man.
That's
like
crazy.
the hardest, man. Just when he's professional, veteran, just everything you want from Dialect, man.
Yeah, he's professional. I don't like when a lot of battlers call themselves professional, but I would say Dialect is a professional.
He is a professional. He's an absolute professional. The
That's
flow's
a great word
clean,
for him, man.
always clean.
Yeah, fully
No
memorized.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah, man.
talking about the people, and that the props to you as well. The people chatting on the deck below. Like, none of you were being like, yo, shut up. Like,
He was just rapping through it. He was just rapping through it.
Like everyone has their own style, right? But his style doesn't even allow for that. Doesn't allow for anyone talking. It's like, no, I'm this is my flow. I am the dominant force.
Yeah.
It is, and even when he's relaxed, like he was relaxed spitting his bars.
Yeah.
You know, he's relaxed spitting his bars, but it's still a dominant force, man. It's just the projection, even his build. You know, because he's quite big, so everything's just dominant.
I mean,
even
we
when
said
he's
that
relaxed.
since day. You know, rest in peace, Pat's Day. But that was one of his best qualities was his size. Like you can't say a lot of stuff Pat's Day said without being that size. So
that got from cool running. Sorry, that's the way he rhymed it.
Can't actually do nothing.
Sanka from Cool Runnings, yeah.
Bro. You know, we keep talking about cheat codes. Sanka from Cool Runners might be a cheat code. You might get that.
I can't believe he was the first one to say
Was
that.
he actually the first?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Like, that's just so.
I almost introduced you as Sanka from Cool Runners.
I wouldn't have accepted that. No way. No way. That could not happen.
You delete the tweet like, I'm
like,
not taking no.
Again, I'm wondering if I can laugh at that.
That thing is as well with
Definitely
Dialect, that
down.
bar would not have worked anywhere near as well if it wasn't said in his accent.
Oh,
That's the thing about
literally.
being Dialect.
Yeah.
bro,
And sometimes you don't need to say Sanka from Cool Runnings and then try and link it to some concept that you've extended and
it was just
extrapolated
like,
from
you look
nothing. Sometimes when you're on a boat in the sun, you just say you look like Sanka from Cool Runnings. Like really, and it's just like that's what it is. So how did it feel to stand in front of not just that one
Bro,
comparison, but
listen.
for your first ever, we keep going back to but literally your first ever battle on Don't Flop.
Listen.
You've been watching it as a kid.
Yeah,
What was it
yeah,
like
yeah.
to stand against Dialect as your first ever battle?
Rivers warned me. Not even like, you know what I mean? Like,
No pun intended. The ocean was whispering.
yeah. Rivers.
He's gonna call you
Rivers warned me that the energy, like watching and you know whatever blah, when you stand in front of him and Scoop, do you know what I mean? They both told me like when you stand in front of it, it's different. Do you know what I mean? Like you're watching whatever blah blah and doing front, you know, you might think you're on, but it's like when you're in there and he's like doing this. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just you know what I mean? Like, bro, I'm telling you, like the presence was felt. Like you could see, like in the beginning, I was eye to eye, and just, do you know what I mean? Like halfway through, it was just like down, just, do you know what I mean? Because it was like it was like one of those moments where it was like, man, like this is the real deal. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Can I say as well, seeing as because we're here at Don't Flop. And On Flop are one of the only leagues really in the UK that are doing properly like on beat battles. I think, in my opinion, there's another rematch.
Surprisingly,
there's another rematch there to be had between Dialect and Black T as an on beat thing, and I think that is crazy.
Yeah, it would
As long
be.
as we can get some good sound.
Wanker, you said I look like Sanka.
No, because
That's
I've
on
got,
beat one.
bro. I've this Mackenzie, Briggsy, Messi, Caps all on beat. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, bro. I've got like this man. Like I'm crazy on beat. Like if that Dialect.
Talk your man.
No,
Let's
for
go.
real. That's what I'm saying. Like that's like not even to say like I'm a better rapper.
Would you even go for the on beat title? There's an on beat title at Don't Flop, so.
Sheesh, Zen needs an opponent as well, bro.
Whoa!
We might have said that. We might have said Zen needs an op.
If I'm honest with you, like I said, his Black T's writing was probably that little bit better, but it's Dialect's energy in it, like what we were talking about. It is that performance that kind of overshadowing, man. And I've always liked that. As like I've said it 100 times, I'll say it again. My favorite battler of all time has probably always been Mafofwa, and a lot of people are surprised by that. But it's
I
the
think he's
energy.
underrepresented for sure.
It's the energy. Do you know what I mean? And when I see people with that kind of energy, that's what I like. So yeah, like Dialect. And the mad thing is that it shows you that it is a performance thing, because Dialect is one of the most chilled, laid back guys in the world, like in real life. The way he can turn that up in the ring is a mad ability.
It's crazy.
You'd expect people to be hype and aggy all the time, like Pedro, for example. Pedro is in the ring who he is in real life. He doesn't turn up his energy for the ring. That's just his energy. But with Dialect, it's like he knows that this is his performance. That energy is coming out. And it's mad, isn't it? Like, so
I think the thing with Dialect as well, there's no apologies in it. Like he's got his style. Yes. And like I said, you're going with his flow, right? Yes. Whereas like he's setting a flow. He's doing almost like a grand flow almost in the battle, and he's not breaking it up to try. I'm gonna now just do some deep bars the flow is the main thing. And once you're in that flow, you're in the trance and you're sold.
This is what I'm saying. He kind of bodied my angle. I've never had a bad battle. Do you know what I mean?
That's a sick thing to be able to say.
No, honestly.
Looks like I've battled a Durdle door in the rain, bro. I've had bare bad battles.
No, honestly, like I've never had like my performances have always been there. I've always come with 3 rounds.
Bro, that's amazing to hear, man.
I'm happy that I got through my my material. Even stumbly, whatever. Cool, but I got through it. Do you know what I mean? People were happy with it. People were dope with it. It was a great. Fam, what's there to be upset about? Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
that's brilliant.